What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is Kurtyo and welcome to Predict episode number 2. Now this is going to be a weird way around from the first time I did it, a lot different because lack of time, doing it late night, and also Friday game week start. What is that all about? That could be the future of the Premier League too, so that means we'll have less time to do our teams midweek. But we have Predict week number 2. In week number 1 I started off a series of me versus Joe, who actually took the first week for the public as well, and hopefully every week I'll get someone from the viewing public to predict their scores, and I'll add them onto the video. And if you get chosen, then good for you. Maybe you can do the public proud and get you up to number 1 in our mini league. But as you can see, we are in episode number 2. If you want to be featured on episode number 3, then write down in the comments down below what you think the scores will be. I did say email me, but that's long-winded and it's a lot of effort. And if you don't have an email account or don't have access to an email account, I've got password, it's just a lot easier if you just write down in the comments. So write down in the comments what you think episode or game week number 3 will be. Look on Fantasy Premier League, see all the games, because there might be a double game week just out of nowhere. And also the Sheffield Wednesday result too. It matters. I'm telling you that. But first of all, we've got to review how many points I got from last week and how I did, and not too good. Not too good. We did okay though. We got a United win, which was okay. We didn't get a Chelsea win or an Arsenal win. We did get the Newcastle Southampton one exactly right though, and I believe it was that one that we got exactly right, and that one is good for us. So we end up, this is the table as it stands on the screen right now. The public and also Joe is the same thing because he took over the public for the first game week, but now we have a new person in Thomas McCarthy. He was the first, pretty much the first person to do a team review, and he's the first person to do it on here. And I'm going to go through my predictions and I'll let you know their predictions at the end. So first off, we have the Friday game in Aston Villa vs Manchester United. Now this may be a bit late. If it is out, I'll tweet, and you can go on my Twitter. It'll be on the screen somewhere or in the description, and you'll be able to see that I will tweet out if it's going to be later than 6 o'clock the release, and just tweet out my predictions. And or not tweet out my predictions, the fact that it's rendering or it's uploading, just so I know, you know, I didn't say like Aston Villa beat Man United 10-0, then I already said that. But I'm just going to read them all at once right now. There you go, you can see all my predictions. I'm going to go through all of them. So basically, first off, we have Aston Villa 1, Manchester United 2. I feel like they look good going forward. They've got the pace of Agbonlahor. You know, they've got the you know, sheer presence of Rudy Gusted. Also got a few decent playmakers in the midfield and a few decent wingers too in Scott Sinclair and Charles N'Zogbia. I rate Charles N'Zogbia quite high, by the way. I think he's a quality player, as others may not. And I think that'll be 2-1 because I don't think United's defence is sturdy enough to not concede a goal. I feel like they will get a goal, but you know, 2-1 Manchester United, I feel that's a fair result. Next is Southampton vs Everton, which I've put as 2-2. Put as 2-2 because both teams like to attack well. Both teams can attack well. Both teams have strong attacks and, you know, look threatening. And Everton had a 2-2 draw against Watford at home. I think away from home they managed to scrape a 2-2 draw against Southampton. Also, sorry if I mess up my words a bit because it's very late at night and I'm very tired, so apologies for that. Next we have Sunderland playing host to Norwich. Now I think this could be a little bit of an upset, the upset of the week. I've put this as a Norwich away win for them winning 2-1. They were poor against Leicester, or Sunderland. I still think they'll score, but I feel like Norwich are looking good. Even though Cameron Drummond didn't score, he should have scored in the first game week. It was disappointingly ruled out for him when it shouldn't have been. It was a completely fair goal. And I feel they can go to the Stadium of Light and manage to pick up all 3 points. If they do, that could be huge in a possible 6-pointer for teams that are going to be battling relegation this season, I believe. Next is Spurs versus Stoke Alona FC, and I've put that as a sturdy 1-1. I feel like Tottenham aren't looking like the Tottenham they were. They'll get a goal, but I think Stoke are solid, even without Shaw, Crunch and Begovic at the back. I should say Shaw, Crunch and Benkovic at the back. And they've got good players going forward. You know, now they've got Bojan up the centre, maybe with due for Crouch. You know, 3 different strikers there, and you've got Afellay one side, and now the newly pronounced £12 million signing Shaqiri on the other. It is an attack that will, you know, really spell danger. And you know, also I feel like they've got a huge attacker in Kyle Walker, who signed on a loan deal from Manchester United. He's one to watch out for. Tottenham defence, look out for him. He can finish his dinner nicely. Next is Watford versus West Brom, and I'm putting that as a 1-2. 1 for Watford and 2 for West Brom. I feel like West Brom with their new signing, Salomon Rondon, along with Berahino and Lambert, good going forward. Again, I feel like it'll be another goal for Watford. They look very good in the counter-attack, and they've got a good squad, that all of which look like they can score goals. However, I think West Brom will just have the edge on them and take this 2-1. Next we have the overperforming West Ham versus the overperforming Leicester. The two teams undoubtedly performed two of the best results over the weekend's first game week, and I put this one as West Ham 3, Leicester 1, for the simple fact that I believe they are West Ham are a better team, and I feel like you know, they're sturdy at the back. They showed that against Arsenal, and I think Leicester maybe will get a goal. As you know, things settled down, that Arsenal result was just a complete fluke. Maybe Reece Oxford might have like a lower in his back pocket now. He's start getting like really baggy pockets because he's already got Sanchez and Ozil in there, so he might have to chuck one of them out to bring another player in there for the game. Incredibly bad banter, you can tell it's really late at night. But I've put that as a 3-1 for West Ham because attacking wise they look very good, and against maybe a weaker defence compared to Arsenal's, they can get at least one more. Crystal Palace versus Arsenal next, and Crystal Palace beat won the first game week. They played against Norwich 3-1. I predict them they're going to lose this one 3-1 to Arsenal at home. Arsenal will hopefully put this behind them, go forward and attack, but they're at you know, their defence, you know, maybe is a mixture of like slight wobbliness. I think that might be expelled though, and also Palace have a very good looking attack this season. I think they won't go up without getting a goal this game. Next up we have undoubtedly the biggest game of the second game week, Manchester City versus Chelsea. I've put that as a 1-1. I think they'll match each other. Matic versus Yaya Toure, Company versus Costa. You know, a lot of big battles going on with it around the pitch, and I feel like that they'll be numbing out each other. You know, one goal here and there, maybe a goal from Hazard and a goal from Silva, hopefully from my fantasy Premier League team. But you know, it's definitely going to be a tight game, and I've predicted that as a 1-1. Lastly, for the Premier League teams, we have Liverpool winning 3-0 against Bournemouth. You know, all credit to Bournemouth for getting here. I just feel like they'll have too little going to Liverpool. They'll have the element of surprise, I suppose, and the fact that they can go out there and just play. They can do that for most games this season, can Bournemouth. Go out there, they're not expected to do anything special. Go out there and play, maybe perform a few miracles along the way. But I feel like Liverpool going forward have a fantastic team, and looking like it at the defence, they look like they're quite solid at the defence as well. So I'll put out a 3-0 win for them. And lastly, we have Ipswich versus Sheffield Wednesday. I'll put that as a Wednesday win, being a Wednesday fan, also going to the game. Ipswich 1, Wednesday 2. For the simple fact that, you know, I feel like Wednesday are good going forward. Ipswich maybe haven't been as good, and I feel like maybe we can take all 3 of the points there too. So that is that for all of my predictions. If you want to see others, they're on the screen now, scattered around. You can see them. Hopefully you have enjoyed this episode of Predicts. If you like this video, leave a like. Let me think in the comments down below. Also, let me know your predictions, and I'll pick one person at random. If there's more than one person, that is, which I hope there is. I really hope there is. I'll pick one person at random at the end of every episode to be on the next episode, and I'll write them down and put them in the screen like you see now. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like the video, comment down below on your predictions, and subscribe if you feel like I am worthy. And I'll catch you all in episode number 3 of Predicts. Have fun at watching all the games in the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday and Monday game days. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.